What's going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro. A Palantir executive has sold his shares. The stock price has dropped over 30% since February. What on earth is going on with ARK Invest's favorite disruptor? Before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely, and it reminds you guys that we post new videos like this every single day. Be sure to check out the WeBull link in the description below if you guys want 2 free stocks. It's literally free money, and it gives us an affiliate commission, which is a great way to support the channel. And if you guys want to support us one step further, check out our course program that we just launched. It has a ton of value for you guys, and I think you guys really enjoy it. It's all linked down in the description below, so go check those out. Also, I want to remind you guys real quick too that we are not financial advisors, and none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research and due diligence before investing in any asset or security. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. First of all, I want to say congratulations. If you're still holding Palantir, your diamond hands are clearly much better than mine. I ended up selling most of my Palantir position to get into other plays at the beginning of March, and I'm kind of glad I did. Because since the beginning of March, Palantir has been on a pretty big downtrend. Now, why would this be? I mean, we can see how many retail investors really like this stock, as well as the huge amount of funds that are pouring money into this stock. So what gives? What's with the huge downtrend that we've seen recently? Now, of course, there's a huge and obvious reason why Palantir has been dipping, and it has more to do with external factors than the actual factors of what's going on in the company. But I also want to touch on something too that's been floating around on the internet about Palantir recently. A lot of people have identified a specific executive at Palantir who has sold a ton of his shares, and a lot of people are using it as an excuse to wave a red flag as if Palantir is going to go under at any moment. But I'm here to quell some of those rumors and to talk about it a little bit because I think it's worth mentioning. Now, obviously, various insiders, executives, and CEOs of companies trade and sell their own shares of the company all the time. It's not something that's totally uncommon, and it does happen quite a bit. Now, the specific executive that actually sold off a ton of his shares, his name is Stephen Cohen. Now, Stephen Cohen is actually one of the original founders of Palantir. It's actually said that he actually made the prototype for Palantir in 8 weeks. Now, Cohen used to own millions of shares in this company due to his founding rights in it, and he has actually sold almost all of them except for 63,000, which isn't that much compared to the millions that he used to own. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, why is this the case? Well, of course, there's no way to tell for sure why he sold a lot of his shares, but there are some theories that I have. A lot of people seem to be using this point as ammo to their thesis that Palantir is a terrible company and that you shouldn't invest in it and blah, 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 blah. It's in my opinion that I don't think that's the case. I don't think this is an issue of confidence in the company or whether or not he wants to be a part of it anymore or whether there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. I think it's either one of two things. I think Stephen Cohen has a lot going on in his life and he probably wants to finance it with money that would otherwise be locked up in shares. It's actually shown in the past that Stephen Cohen has taken loans from Palantir. So I wouldn't put the idea that he could have expenses outside of the business that he might need to pay off out of my mind quite yet. Theory 2 is that he just wanted the money. You know, it's entirely possible that a lot of CEOs, even people who have their own companies, don't actually want to hold their own stock and they want to actually get paid out on what their stock is worth for the money that they have in the company. Now, of course, there's limitations and restrictions on this. You can only sell so many shares at a given time of a company that you own, but I do agree that it is a curious point as to why he sold off so many shares. I personally don't think it's a confidence in the company issue, and I really just think it's a personal thing for him. Now, this isn't the reason why Palantir has dropped so heavily over the last month. The big reason is obviously the tech sell-off. If you're invested in any type of asset in this market, you're probably aware of the huge tech sell-off that we've been seeing for the last couple of weeks. The big reason and the big thing that everyone's been pointing fingers at is the rising bond yields. For those of you who don't know, rising bond yields are usually, big emphasis on usually, correlated with tech sell-offs. Now, this isn't something that happens all the time. That's a big reason why I say usually. Some of the biggest names in tech like Apple or Microsoft and a variety of other tech stocks have all been hit huge recently. Palantir, of course, being at the heart of this with its tech sector. Palantir is already a speculative stock, it seems. There's a lot of people who have a variety of opinions on the value and actual valuation of this company. But it seems like Cathie Woods doesn't really care because she just bought $1.2 million worth of shares in Palantir. There's a lot going on in the markets right now, a lot of volatility, a lot of dip buying, and of course, a lot of uncertainty. It seems a lot of people are going to some of their favorite plays on red days and adding more. Palantir is being a huge one, and of course, as Cathie Woods buys Palantir, more people who are retail investors will buy Palantir as well. So really, I don't think this is going to be forever for Palantir. It's just an unfortunate time in the market right now that a lot of conditions are really bringing on the tech sell-off that we've been seeing the last couple of weeks. I don't think it's going to be around forever, and I think hopefully we can see a quick recovery relatively soon. Of course, only time will tell, and let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on this whole ordeal. Also, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about everything we talked about in this video, as well as what your thoughts are on Palantir, maybe if you're holding it, maybe if you hate it, whatever you guys have to say about it, let me know. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Make sure to check out the WeBull link for 2 free stocks. It's literally free money. And make sure to check out our course program if you guys want 3 courses with amazing amounts of value that will help you take on the stock market and be a better overall investor. But other than that, guys, that's all we have for you guys today. I'm Kyle of Finance Bro. Take it easy.